La Toscana.
And now I'm thinking about Tuscany pastas, and I still want spaghetti.
Okay, yeah, we just fucking walked all the way here.
We should be close.
Grazie Dio.
Unless there's a secret hidden horse somewhere that I'm not aware of.
Let's go.
Secret assassin horse. Oh no.
Buongiorno, Ezio. How could you leave a Firenze
Oh,
without
good. I get to
saying a
kill
proper
you.
goodbye?
Ezio!
What do you want, Vieri?
You'd rather be
So
poor
many
working
things.
Italian. Italian family beefs are too much
A
for
larger
you.
palazzo, 2 new steeds, a prettier bride. Oh, and yes, your life. My condolences for the loss of your father and brothers.
Were you not there for our fist fight?
There's no one left to help you. I have such a wonderful
Stop punching my mother.
for your mother and sister.
You only sent 2 of them out to deal with us? Really?
Finish
Gary?
him, and do not spare the women. What sorcery is this?
I would rather be
Not
poor
sorcery,
working
boy.
working
Skill.
Italian.
Show yourself.
As
Italian
you
family
wish.
beefs are too much for me.
Here, use this.
Kill them. Kill them all.
And he runs like a bitch.
Think you can escape?
No.
Am I the only one who thinks he looks like the lead singer from Panic at the Disco?
He kind of does. With longer hair.
Yeah. Why are you two doing nothing? You're auditories. You're fighters. Fight!
Or did Dad not give that speech to you when you were fresh out of the womb?
I still remember it.
You have my thanks.
Keep the sword, Ezio.
Here's the reference.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Don't you recognize me? It's a me, Mario.
Uncle Mario.
It's been too long, Nipote. Far too long. I heard what happened.
He's even got a mustache.
Terrible. Come,
He
let's
does.
get you all away from here.
He has a really cool scar on his eye.
It makes his eye all like, glassed over. Cool
Yeah.
that cool thing.
So, tell me everything.
They executed father for treason.
But yeah, these inter family politics
They came
would
for
get
me.
fairly exhausting.
I have no answer.
However, you would never
My
starve.
list of names taken
True.
by my man who wished me dead. I still can't believe they are gone.
Don't worry. We will make sense of this.
I wish I shared your optimism.
Come on, keep pace. We're almost there. I think you will find much to like in Monteriggioni.
I thought Monteriggioni was an enemy of Firenze.
For now. Next year it will be its friend, the year after its enemy again, and on and on. I cannot keep track, so I have stopped trying.
Oh, you totally
These
should
are
be able to get
honest,
some stuff from the armorer
hard-working
now.
people.
Yep.
Our shops may only carry simple goods, but they're well made and dependable. There is a chapel
Especially after
De Pretis.
after I do the side quests
I've never
in
been
this
to such a big
town immediately as soon as I get
Did you
here.
know the Villa Auditore is almost 200 years old?
Great.
It was built by my great-grandfather, a strange man who carried all kinds of secrets.
Keep pace. I'm 5 feet away from you.
And you might discover a few of them yourself. With all the fighting that's been going on. this
Keep
is
pace.
the
Pace.
start.
Keep
I
pace.
can outpace all of you while carrying
I
something.
wish I could
Keep
do
pace,
something.
nephew. I'm already at the house, you
Don't have
dick.
the time or money to fix things up. Yes, that's life, huh?
The Crimson
Yeah.
Fucker is physically
How's that
superior
dodgy
to all.
So, what do you think?
It's most impressive, Uncle.
She's seen better days, I suppose. Believe me, I'd have her shining
Looks
again
cozy.
if only I had the time.
Looks cozy and
Now that you
vine
have
ridden.
the
My
tour
favorite.
You should go and outfit yourself. My men in the market.
That was the tour? Really?
Return here when you're finished, and we'll...
You just took us here.
Begin what?
I thought you'd come here to train.
No, Uncle. I came here to escape Firenze. And I intend to take my family further still.
But what about your father? He'd want you to finish his work.
What work? My father was a banker.
Wait, he did not tell you?
I have no idea.
My father was a pencil pusher.
Cheme combini, Giovanni. Where to even begin? Go and fetch the gear in the market. It will give me time to think. But that's that. We'll talk more later.
But
Some spending money should you need it. And if you find yourself in need of rest, I've prepared a room for you on the top floor of the villa.
please tell me this money pouch didn't come from your ass. A lot of the ones
No,
that...
it came from my balls.
I guess. That's better.
At least it wasn't inside a cavity.
I put my money in my boots.
But yeah, this is a
Wow.
nice place.
Okay, now it's time to get a head start on the money counting, which means statue collecting.
Statue collect.
I just got the Pluto statue. Now I've got the Mars statue.
So by collecting all these statues, you make money somehow?
You'll see. Venus over here in the corner. Feather.
I thought you said Heather, and I was trying to figure out which Roman god that was supposed to be.
The Diana statue is now ours. Apollo. Douchebag.
I imagine he is. We're always a slut for side quests in these kind of games.
Well, they're not all too difficult to find either.
They do stick out.
Especially since one of them is literally right here. Neptune. Can't climb that? Alright. Jupiter on the church.
Makes sense.
And last but not least, Minerva. So, as I said, it gives us a head start on money, and you'll see why in a minute. And you'll probably be surprised at exactly how much money it gives us, just for finding these statues, which you can just get right at the beginning of the game.
Well, I'm already ready to be impressed.
Just gotta make my way to the backyard. Or I guess in this day and age it's called the garden. secret compartment with 2,000 florins.
Good night.
And there's 4 pedestals.
So there's just like 8,000 florins in your backyard.
Yep. Just sitting around.
Very. Very nice.
The movements in AC2 are more fluid than 1. Hell yeah. So, okay, so now I have 14,000 florins.
Yeah, you can get everything you need, I guess, now.
I can get the fucking shit that I'm supposed to get and more. Because this is a scripted section, so I can... This is a scripted shop buying, so I can only buy what I'm supposed to buy.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a dagger and the boots.
Your coin seems genuine.
Okay, now that I've done that...
Visit the doctor. Why do you need to visit the doctor?
I'll just count it again. You're sick.
Medicine.
Now we got extra.
Which apparently these are just smelling salts. They're not actually anything medicinal at all.
Oh, so this is just to prevent you from going unconscious?
Pretty much. Oh no, not the rubber gloves.
Rubber gloves.
What? Why can't I talk to him again? There we go. I can immediately upgrade my boots.
Well, do it, yes.
Or I can get a chest guard. Let's...
You mean do both?
I mean, we could. Kind of want this sword, though.
Ah, yes.
Let's get the chest guard. I'll get the grease later.
How much do you have to save up to get the greaves?
Not much more. It was like 49
Yeah,
something.
it went far.
So,
So if you just started like finding, if you just started robbing people and finding chests, you'd be fine.
yeah, I'll find him. And I'll get more by doing more missions anyway.
Don't worry. We're only staying here for a little while.
I don't like
Hello,
it.
sister.
I want to go home.
I know.
Ugh.
I want to go home too, but you know what? That's Not in the cards just yet.
Salute, uncle. I did as you asked.
I loaded up with
You
shit.
and Fatto. Now, let's teach you how to fight.
And I'm not done, so pay me.
As I said, we are leaving.
Ezio, you barely held your own against Vieri. You won't survive a week on the road.
Was the
If you
camera
want to
following
leave,
his
so be it.
hands?
But at least do so armed with the skills and knowledge necessary to defend yourself.
I think it is.
Because the
It's
camera,
weird.
camera was like, "Ruh."
Sister.
Fine.
Optim.
Somebody get the camera guy a coffee. I think he's falling asleep.
You rigged it out to follow the guy, your uncle's hands, and not the actual scene in progress.
But offense alone will not carry a battle. Survive long enough to strike. I will teach you how to dodge.
You
The
said my
dodge.
father was more than just a banker.
No use dancing around it, I suppose. Your father was an assassin.
I told you before. My father was a paper pusher.
No, he was born and bred.
Ow.
I find this difficult to believe.
What of the list you carry? Do you think it's merely a catalog of debts? It holds the names of those responsible for your father's murder. Ben, I've taught you how to avoid your enemy's attacks. Now you'll learn how to turn them to your advantage.
All this talk of assassins and Templars.
Countering the fun part.
Like something from an old parchment covered in arcane writing, perhaps?
How did you know?
You have your father's blade. I figured you'd have the codex page he was holding as well.
Codex.
See, a guide to the inner workings of the Order, its origin, purpose, and techniques. Our creed, if you will. Your father believed the codex contained a powerful secret. Something that would change the world. Perhaps that's why they came for him.
Assassins, Templars, Codex pages. This is a lot to take in.
You need to open your mind. Always remember, nothing is true, everything is permitted.
Odio questi momenti di incertezza. Mia. What are you waiting for?
The taunt button. The Crimson Fucker's favorite button.
You're making fine progress, it's
Aside from
Today
punch.
I'm going to teach you how to position yourself in battle. Where you stand and how you move can make all the difference. Don't think I haven't seen you picking apart my library. I trust you believe me now?
Yes. My father was an assassin. But why the need for such secrecy?
Are you familiar with the Templars? One of several knightly orders formed during the Crusades. History teaches they were disbanded nearly 200 years ago in France. Only they weren't. Merely pushed underground, where they continued their nefarious work.
What work?
The Templars seek dominion over man, and we, the assassins, are sworn to stand against it.
Was Uberto one of them?
Yes,
And the other names on my father's list?
Templars as well.
That means Vieri.
Just like his father, Francesco. Likely the entire Pazzi family.
Hey,
The dudes,
would
mostly.
explain many things.
Templaring and assassinating is apparently not a women's game during this age.
Not much of anything was a women's game during that age, so.
Avanti, stai annoiando.
Taunt your uncle. Your scar doesn't make you look that attractive.
You'll never be as good at finger blasting as I am.
Well done, Nipote. You've really come into your own.
Thank you, Uncle, for all you have given me.
Your family, such is my duty and my desire.
I'm glad you had me stay.
Good. You've reconsidered leaving.
We sail for Spain. 3 days.
But Nipote, I have given you these skills that you might be better prepared to strike against our enemies.
And if they find me, I will.
You want to leave Ezio? To throw away everything your father fought and died for? To deny your heritage? Fine. Come vuoi. Arrivederci e buona fortuna.
Uncle, wait! Why is he so upset?
How can he not be?
What happened to his bad eye there for a second? I swear it was popping out.
To be expected, I suppose.
I didn't even
Given
see
his
it.
heritage.
Uncle! Where is everyone?
They ride for San Gimignano to slay that snake, Vieri.
Vieri di Pazzi, the youngest member of the second most notorious Florentine banking family, this kid knew how to burn right through his father's money. Outside of spending sprees involving weaponry, exotic animals, and clothes, he was fiercely competitive. Vieri hosted races of all kinds: boating, horseback riding, running. All of them rigged, of course.
Yes.
And get this, if through some amazing stroke of luck he ever lost, he'd invite the winner's entire family over for a victory dinner and serve them a meal to die for.
Profession.
Nice
no,
dude.
noble. Scumbag. Coward.
He really does look like the lead singer
Find
from
what you need at the stables.
Panic at the Disco.
Brandon Urie.
I don't know the guy's name.
See, I just got like $1,000 something for that.
All right, cool. Let's go get better stuff.
Hold on, I need to check in on my mother real quick. Gigi, Claudia, when did you learn teleportation?
Look at her. I still can't get her to talk. She spends all day and night in front of those feathers Petruccio used to collect. She can't let them go. I don't know what to do.
Don't worry. She'll come back to us. I know it.
So that's who you're collecting the 100 feathers for. What does my room look like? Is it a piece of shit? Surprisingly, no. Okay. What'd you say?
I said I got kicked again.
Oh. Hey, thanks, Mario. My room has money in it. Holy shit.
Cool. And
Thanks,
put-
Uncle.
Put a picture of our enemy.
That we stabbed to death.
Yeah.
Wait. Who's that a bust of? And why is it in your room?
I know not.
I just live here.
What little I do know is my burps taste like spaghetti despite not eating spaghetti for a long time.
Away the bed. What about the bed? Oh, where's the bed? Yeah, that's a good fucking question. There wasn't a bed up there.
Yeah.
But you know what the funny part is? By Brotherhood, there's magically a bed up there. What's that Ezio do? Just gonna sleep in the chair? And destroy his back?
Well, I don't think they had lumbar support in that time.
Yes, I meant. He's gonna fucking destroy it. Expressway. Fuck stairs.
Good to see you, Ezio. Care for a bit of practice?
No, I want you to teach me shit. AKA how to beat people up with my fists. I already know how to finger blast, but I want to refine it, you know?
Once more, Ezio.
Sand thrown.
Excellent. One more and we'll be done. Si, perfetto.
Sand throw, even though it is
You're always
literally
welcome
just
here, Ezio.
throwing
Come
sand,
back anytime.
it opens up guards for immediate, cool, badass takedowns.
Sounds good to me.
Better boots.
Come and see the next to pass this way. Come, amici.
I've fresh cut leeches today. Oh shit. I just remembered something.
Need aid on
What's that?
welcome.
I gotta do the 16 puzzle.
Oh, right, yeah, that.
Which you want to know what they've all been different symbols from different cultures and stuff, you know, on these random Italian buildings that have no purpose belonging there. Can you guess what the symbol on the villa is? That also has no reason to belong here?
No.
It's a barcode.
Barcode? Wow.
My house has a barcode on it.
Power doesn't die. It's passed on.
Descendants. He carried it with him. Find his inheritance. Houdini beginning the Chinese water torture cell escape. Gandhi during the Salt March. That one's the worst one by far, because it's just scaffolding.
Yep.
Okay. Now we can move on.
Just last month we spotted about 300. All who need aid are welcome.
God, I wish it was just $4 to travel anywhere.
That would be nice.
Ah, my favorite. Viewpoints.
Yeah.
And that was not sarcasm. Oh, look, a fuck.
Murderer! Stay back! What are
Already.
I just tackled a man and
Well, that
got.
was just your fault, moron.
I just tackled a man and got $1,500. God, they must have really hated that guy to pay me that much just to tackle him.
They must have, yeah.
You think I care? No, I don't. Shut up. Alright, fine. You're gonna bother me like this.
There. Now I don't ever have to worry about you ever again.
I thought this one had a glyph on it. No.
Now we go to McDonald's, $1 to get a direct back. They is past $5 per drink.
Yeah.
Ignoring the fact that falling into those bales of hay would definitely be lethal, that would be very itchy.
Oh yeah. That's why I think some of them are, even though some of the ones they have, other ones they have are more comfortable, they make even less sense because there's some that are just piles of flower petals.
Yeah. And that's not going to break your fall for anything.
No. Ugh.
Bless you.
Thank you. Feather. But what will happen if there's something in there, like a nail, and uses fall on it? Yeah, that would suck. That's why I love that an Easter egg in a bunch of games at the time was just the white-clad assassin dying, trying to jump into a bale of hay. I think it was even referenced in other Ubisoft games because I think the Prince of Persia game that nobody likes to talk about but that I actually like. I think that one had a reference because there's this little platform in one of the places that looked like this purse that he's sitting on, and then you can stand on it, and then the prince goes, "Yeah, I don't think so," and then you get an achievement.
Sounds good.
Codex page.
I'm reminded of that movie, The Road to El Dorado, where they jump into a couple barrels of water from like 5 stories up and survive.
Yeah. Wasn't it pickle barrels?
I don't think it was. Yeah, it was pickles. At least it was for Tulio.
You've no business here.
I beg to differ, dickface. Oh god, they fight back. Shouldn't have let your guard down, dickhead. The Crimson Fucker strikes swiftly.
And mercilessly.
Rob. 3. Fuck you. God, it's not even worth it. They don't have shit on them.
Like they weren't planning on stopping at a bar after they got off work? Or anything?
Something?
Seriously?
And I think this is the last viewpoint that we need to get in the city. Because I'm just going to leave the ones out in the middle of the countryside alone until I come back here later. Because I'm just doing the important stuff in the city right now. While I'm here. And you should get a different job. Being a guard obviously does not suit you. Ah. A glyph.
It's getting easier and easier to hack into Abstergo's mainframe.
Hello,
It's
Illuminati,
like I know
all-seeing
what data
eye.
I'm looking for.
Oh, fuck.
I've already lived it.
Infinite knowledge. Its open mouth delivers the kiss of death, leading the young to their end. Union troops information in Beaufort, South Carolina in 1862. The Eye of Knowledge. The first pictorial representation of a gun. Where? Oh, there. Now, the holder of all the knowledge we all know is definitely the Crash.
The Crash. That thing was creepy.
Oh, you gave it to me. I didn't want it, but you gave it to me anyway. Oh, God. Please never do that again. Jar Jar's Jar Jar Jar.
Oh, look at that. He's almost... Oh, he'll get it eventually. He's got weak arms. And now death.
Kind of feel bad for that guy.
Yeah, he had no way of knowing.
At least they're smart.
There is nothing for you here, Cesar. I hate you, but
Hey guys, I kind of want... Okay, never mind.
I was just going to regularly stab you, but then you did that, so I had to really stab you. It's like he knew he was there to say, screw it, it's not worth it anymore. Oh, my back. Hey, they got medicine on them. Finally, you're
That's
being
good.
useful. You're actually carrying useful things on your person. His legs.
Listo.
Oh.
This area is bursting at the seams with crime. I have to take better care.
So what you thinking about? I don't know. You know, guard things. Those are the legs of a man who's just been finger blasted by the Crimson Fucker.
My renown is spreading.
Hey, dude. Yeah, shush. And then give it back.
Plus interest, bitch.
You see, that's the great thing about 2 and Brotherhood that they unfortunately got rid of in Revelations.
If you bribe someone, you can immediately rob them back.
Yep. Plus the 2 or 3 florins that they had on their person for you to regularly steal.
Yeah, that's great.
Unfortunately, in Revelations, they dialed it down to you can still do that as an exploit, but it's literally just the 500 and no extras.
I mean, it's a little unfortunate, but it's still reasonable.
It's still good. Yeah. Oh, God.
You almost wiped that guy right off the back of that bench.
I saw the bird, so I immediately assumed hay bale. Dottore.
How fucking... Okay, how fucking amazing would it have been if you had jumped and instead of like landing and almost falling off the back of the thing, you just drop kick that one dude sitting on the bench right off the back. just needlessly dramatic, like
just a dude minding his own business, just sitting on the bench, and all of a sudden from the sky, just. And then Ezio gets off him and goes, "Ah, I'm safe." And the dude under him is just like,
It's such a great visual.
Yes, Uncle, I know there's important business to be done, but you have a viewpoint next to you, and that takes precedence. We...
Ezio, what are you doing here?
Taking responsibility. Vieri troubles you because of me.
Vieri troubles us because he's a Templar, and we are assassins.
Either way, I wish to help.
Va bene. Then listen close. First, we must find a way
Either
to
way,
set
I wish to finger blast his perfectly finger blastable
He
face.
sealed the gates and sent his men to guard them. Fortunately for us, the city is larger than its host. The southern gate suffers for it, so this is where we'll strike. Pronti?
Help Mario assassinate
So
Yuri
going for his
Lowenthal.
ass. Got it.
Follow Mario's ass. Follow me, Mario. I got shit to do today, and I don't have time to wait on your ass.
All right, Ezio. Here's how it is going to work. My men and I will distract the guards. Once we have engaged them, get yourself over the wall and find a way to open the gate. Take these throwing knives. Use them to dispatch the archers.
Got it.
Ready when you are.
Then let us begin.
And that's the next upgrade we'll be getting.
Whoop. Whoop.
Ugh. That one was ribbed.
Whoop. For nobody's pleasure.
Yeah.
Did that man just say tacos? Maybe. I'd very much like to know how a Mexican staple got all the way to Italy. Or is there like one dude left?
Well done, Ezio. We are in. This way, men. I want you to distract those guards and keep them from raising the alarm. Hopefully it will buy me enough time to find and silence Vieri.
Va bene.
Wait, Nipote. Take a few of my men with you, just to be safe. Come join me once they're dealt with.
What's Vieri up to now?
No one knows, but something has an idea.
Come again,
Who else to
please.
explain all the patrols?
Signal again when you should follow.
Oh, they don't have the upgrades for the belt?
That's Taylor's.
Yeah. Well, that guy's just dead.
If he's not, he wishes he was.
Mm-hmm.
As I said in one of our previous game days that seemingly stuck with Colby. For his sake, I hope he's dead.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not exactly gonna because I can't describe it really. But apparently, I don't know if it's a new thing or if it's like a fan thing of an old one. But apparently, at some point, Sonic gets a fire flower.
Oh, are we talking about Super Mario 64?
The Z thing, yeah.
All right, you know what to do.
That was cool.
Oh, did you see it? Raytron goes what?
Or not Super Mario 64, it's Super Mario Bros. Z or something.
Yeah.
It's this thing that's on YouTube where this guy took sprites of Sonic characters and Mario characters and made like Dragon Ball Z fights with Nintendo humor. It's legitimately actually really good.
Raytron says, "Oh God."
Yeah, I see that.
It was actually really good.
Ezio, your uncle's under attack and needs help.
A lot better.
Now
Than,
he's going to.
a lot better than I expected it to be when we first started watching it.
And now he's updating it, so it has more modern sprites.
And some hand-drawn stuff by him every once in a while.
Yeah, the animations are way better. And they weren't bad to begin with either. They were really good.
Probably the only time that I would say in the old stuff that they were a bit iffy was when he did the zoom-ins.
Yeah.
If he zoomed in a bit too far, it's just literally staring at pixels, and it was like, I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. But other than that, no complaints really.
Yeah, I still need to get further into that, but I've had a good time with what I've watched so far.
Oh. Took that fall like a champ.
Sure did.
Oh, look, faggots.
Yay.
It's settled. Vieri, you will remain here to coordinate the mercenary. Francesco will organize our forces in the city and send word when it's time to strike. Jacopo, your job is to calm the citizens once the deed is done.
Your job is to just stand there and be old.
And I fear he'll discover what we intend.
Remain elderly.
Just like that bastardo brother of his.
Then let me reunite them, father.
There will be plenty of time to clean up the refuge when we're finished. Now, is there anything else? Muy bien. May the Father of Understanding...
Yes, you're fat.
May the Father of Understanding guide you.
Fat!
Comandante! Comandante!
What?
Mario Auditore has invaded the city. He comes for you.
Then let's not keep him waiting.
You gonna run away again? I bet you are.
No, he's up there. He ran up to the top of the tower.
Like a faggot.
Yep.
Fear not, Ezio.
Got your
I'll
number,
make sure
bitch.
your death comes quick.
Vieri, if you want to live, you might want to stop throwing yourself at me. Alright, you asked for it.
That was his own fault. You wouldn't realize that you wouldn't stop counting.
Is this why he was killed?
I'm sorry. Were you hoping for a confession?
Pezzo di merda! Vorrei solo che avesse sofferto di più! Hai avuto la fine che meritavi! Spero che Enough, Ezio!
Show some respect.
Respect? After all that's happened, do you think he would have shown either of us such kindness?
You are not Fieri. Do not become him. Che la morte ti dia le pace che cercavi. Requiesca in pace.
Yeah, Mario's got the right idea.
Take
Yeah.
this. Read it when you have the time. Our work here is finished. Let us return to the villa.
Talk about character development. Knife belt acquired.
Yay! Now we can
Spin!
increase the...
Spin.
Throwing knife skill learned.
Okay, you know how we've talked about every game with like weapon and or style switching having the thing you can do to make it just like and just make it weird.
Yeah.
Well, this game doesn't necessarily have that. You can make Ezio bob his head to a beat.
Oh, cool.
And I found out how.
And here he is, our campione Ezio.
Oh, hey,
Ezio!
I see you wasted no time starting the celebration.
And why not? You've done us a great service, Nipote. With Vieri dead, La Toscana will grow quiet once more. Do you know what that means?
Basta lavorare.
Si passa tutto il giorno a bere.
E a puttane. What? It's true.
Come, Ezio, walk with me.
Yes, uncle. The pazzi answer to
It's not just the city guards who are completely infatuated with
Rodrigo
horse.
Borgia, one of the most powerful men in all of Europe, and leader of the Templar Order.
I love how everyone was just quiet for
Which
half a
makes him
second.
responsible for the
Like,
murder
Just like
of
look
his
at him, like
brother
just like look at him, like what?
Yes, and he will kill you too, given the chance.
Then I must stand against him if I wish to be free. But not until every other Templar has fallen to my blade. Father's list will guide me.
Where will you go next?
Firenze. Francesco de Pazzi will share the fate of his son.
A sensible next step. No doubt he intends evil for the city. All right, that's enough grim talk for one night. I'll be in my study if you need me.
I shall read the letter my uncle gave me.
Messer Francesco, I have done as requested and spoken with your son. I agree with your assessment, though only in part. Yes, Vieri is brash and prone to act without forethought. And he has a habit of treating the mercenari like playthings. I have received reports of at least 3 men being disfigured as a result. But I do not think him, as you put it, beyond repair. Rather, I believe the solution to be a simple matter. He seeks your approval, your attention. These outbursts of his are a result of insecurities born out of a sense of inadequacy. He speaks of you often and fondly, and expresses a desire to be closer to you. So, if he is loud and foul and angry, I believe it is simply because he wants to be noticed. He wants to be loved. Act as you see fit on the information I've given you here. But I must ask that we end this correspondence. Were he to discover the nature of our conversations, I fear what might become of me. Yours in confidence, Fra Giocondo.
Even if it is just daddy issues, it was still a problem.
I do not feel endeared to him in any regard.
Look familiar?
On the codex pages.
Yes. Your father managed to find and translate a few of them for you.
Here.
You can say it. He died.
This is not your father's work. Someone else has
I
translated.
have a bunch of these.
Leonardo da Vinci.
I have like 7 of them.
Do you see the way the words cross from one page to the next?
There is something underneath it all. Kind of map. Where is it supposed to lead?
Your father and I managed to make out bits of a prophecy scrawled across these pages. It was written by an assassin like us, who long ago held a place
Oh, good, a
of evil.
prophecy.
His
That's
name
always
was Altair.
not ominous.
He spoke of something powerful and ancient.
Unsurprisingly, Ezio, he's your
What
distant
it is.
relative.
Solving that little mystery is exactly why we collected these pages.
Then let me help. Each time I take on my father's work. All of it. Start with the page I took from Vieri. Leonardo will decode it for us.
Bene. Return here when time permits, and we'll add it to the wall.
So, back to Leonardo then.
Yep. Reach the villa's viewpoint. The game just gave me a tutorial about opening the map to find side quests.
We've already been doing this.
What do you think we've been doing with our time? You just had 4 codex pages sitting in this city, and you didn't bother to fucking pick them up. Really, Mario? Really?
Wow.
Or did you not decode these for a reason, just so that you could plant them when I was ready and be like, "Oh, go find them." Either way, it's really stupid of there to be 4 of them here.
Maybe he kept them separated because he didn't want somebody to get the whole thing.
Maybe
It's stupid, but I mean, it makes some kind of motivation for that.
This is essentially the like an assassin home base right now. So who the hell?
Yeah.
Would he have to hide it from? Although this last one out here in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, I get that one. I get that one. I get why you didn't get that one. But what I hate is the fact that I have to go to get it. Sorry, lady. My hitbox is a bit wider than I think it is sometimes. I'm sorry.
I'm just remembering the time that we were playing the French one of these.
Oh yeah, Unity.
And you picked up like some sort of thing, and it was called a cockades or something.
Oh yeah.
And from that point onward, every time you jump over somebody, your nuts would almost hit them. We'd say we almost gave them cockades. So just seeing you leap over this lady, scraping your balls against your cheek, I was just thinking cockades again.
So you know how we just sent you out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere to collect a codex page? Yeah, come all the way back and talk to your sister.
You know, the one who's been spazzing out and acting like a retard?
Well, I mean, with Petruchio dead, someone has to take over that role.
Yeah.
Salute, Claudia.
Our uncle is un mostro. This is outrageous.
What's happened?
He's making me work. If Father was here, I'd never be stuck behind a desk like this.
And what are the terms of this supposed enslavement?
Since someone decided we're going to stay here, Zio Mario suggested we try and find the money to repair
He's
the
making
villa.
me do
Problem is,
physical
there
labor.
isn't any.
I bet I can bring in some money.
Oh, great. More
Claudia,
work for me.
Claudia, you're literally writing with the lightest writing
If you start paying
utensil
for
of
improvements
all
to the
time.
town, I'll keep track of them in this book. And since I
Yeah.
have nothing better to do, I'll also make note of any objects you bring in from the outside. If you actually get this place up and running, travelers might visit and spend money. Although I doubt anyone will want to come this far out of the city. But if they do, I'll keep the money we make in this chest. You're going to have to show up to take it to the bank yourself. Because when it gets full, I'm just going to take the extra
Sounds
cash
like
for
you're
myself.
not doing the hard things.
Capito?
Yeah. She's not. She's not the one running around stabbing dudes. Finger blasting dudes to death. Money chest. Hello, fugly man.
Buongiorno. Is there something wrong?
Ser Mario hired me to deal
He
with
certainly
this
is
mess,
that.
But I'm an arquitecto, not a miracle worker. Without money, I can't fix any of these buildings.
And if someone brought you money?
Then we'd be in business. You must be Serezio. Am I right?
Uncle, I like this arquitecto.
He gets very observant when he can smell money.
If you want to fix up this town, I'm going to need it. I have a price list here for new shops and renovations. Just bring me gold, make a choice, and I'll begin at once. If I build you a shop, you, as the landlord, can purchase goods there at lower rates. If you invest more money in the shop, you get an even greater discount. As for renovations, well, you'll be bringing the town and villa back to life. As Ser Mario tells me, that was very important to your great-great-grandfather. Plus, when you buy shops and renovations, you'll be increasing the number of people who visit, causing your income to increase. So, let's take a look, shall we?
A tailor. Goody goody.
Buon viaggio!
Just the tailor for now. Mostly because, unlike in later games, in this game, the art merchant is literally just an art merchant.
Ezio, my boy.
So it's kind
I
of
think it's
pointless
time
to
I showed
invest.
you something.
Pretty much the only thing the art merchant does is he literally just sells you art to go on the villa walls.
So that's one of the last things you should be investing.
Yeah. And the art merchant that you set up shop in the villa here doesn't even sell all the paintings required to get onto the wall. You have to still run around pretty much the entire country to get them. And it's like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, sounds like a not
This
fun.
is the sanctuary. It was built by my great-grandfather.
This, however,
to
is a
honor
real
the memory
big
of
fun.
The assassin order and protect its secrets. Look around. These are the assassins who guarded the freedom of humanity when it was most threatened. And this is the armor of Altair. Little is known about Altair's life, but his armor is light and very strong. I'd give it to you, but I don't know how to retrieve it. My great-grandfather told me it would remain locked away until all its protectors were made whole. I heard rumors of crypts located throughout Italia, hidden tombs filled with treasure, where these six were moved centuries ago. Maybe they have something to do with it.
Just
In my
maybe.
younger days, I sought the six myself, with no success. Perhaps you will have better luck.
Well, as we've discussed previously, Mario, that's because
In order to
you're
achieve
not the
perfect
main character of the
synchronization
video
with Ezio,
game.
You have to get that armor.
You're not the main character of this video game. I am, so I have Map powers.
I have a mini map, a HUD, and a status screen. Okay, like if you could get anything from video games and just always have that, but you only get to choose one thing, what would it be?
Save and load game.
Okay, so save files.
Yeah, save files.
Okay, that's pretty good. I would want a status screen.
Money.
The reason I
can get you money in a minute. Go ahead.
The reason I would pick a status screen is because I always feel like I can improve if I have a visual
idea.
A visual
of what?
Idea of how to improve. So if I wanted to improve my intelligence, I could watch my intelligence go up as I did things and learn how to better improve myself. If there's something wrong with me, I can just pull up my status screen and be like, oh, okay, I just need to deal with that this way.
Yeah.
It would tremendously increase the productivity of my life if I had a status screen.
Let me see. I got a post right here that sums that up kind of. Here we go. Gamers probably like games so much because, unlike in real life, the rules are consistent, make sense, and can be learned. And there are guides you can read in case you're lost.
Yeah. It makes more sense than real life, weirdly enough.